Everyone has a story. Some joyful, some dark. But everyone has a story to tell. As the existential crisis we call life comes nearly to a close, the ink begins to bleed and dance upon the pages of a book. This story is one of many. And like every story, it has its inevitable end. But that's enough about the end. It's time to go back to where it all began. It all started on April 13th in a small coal mining town in rural Pennsylvania. I didn't know that would be the day my life would change forever. I had just bought a small house in this town, and I was just coming to get to know it. I was doing a little bit of exploration. I had been looking around down in the basement, just trying to become more familiar. And that's when I found it. There was a tunnel going deep, deep underground. It was there that I had found the most peculiar object. It was a pot with many ancient markings on it, and it seemed to call out to me, and I could not resist but to take it back with me. It had stolen entirely all my attention. All I could do was stare into the deep eyes of the ancient pot, wondering, fascinated. My mind became so engrossed by the possibilities that I spent hours, days, weeks studying the symbols. Each time I discovered what a symbol meant, I became more desperate to figure out what the next meant. And as I went along, it became increasingly harder and harder. I drew all the symbols down and then checked them in all the books I could find, but I could find nothing. I'd only been able to find 2 or maybe 3 of the symbols' meanings. It had gotten to the point where I started to become so engrossed with this pot, this ancient pot, that I began to speak to it as if it was one of me, a human being, and it spoke back to me, and I was searching for answers, and I heard the reply.